Like, why would you ask me to do something so villainous? Game of the year. I just got. Just got. I'm sorry, man. To the revenue, do you know? Mwahaha. So you can get your money, motherfucker. I don't need it like that. I'll wait until the ad get done for you, John. Then oh, he probably can't hear me. He's just got out of ads. So I'll just wait until the ad is over and then I'll answer his question. All right, John, you here? Okay, my opinion on game of the year, I think it's a perfect game of the year. I am glad that it's game of the year. You're a fucking monster, bro. Oh, there's a cooldown period, a 6-minute cooldown period. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, Spanish. That's tough. Remind me in 6 minutes, gang. But yeah, I think the game of the year was perfect. I know a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people can kick rocks. This is deserving. It's very, very deserving. What's your opinion on the game of the year, John? I'm curious now. Shmoney. Oh, Dino, you know who won the recent WWE match? Money, Dino. Expedition 33 won. Spanish, bro. Why you like this, bro? Why you hate E33 like that so much? Why you hate E33? What did E33 ever do to you besides rob your game of the year being Donkey Kong and Dispatch? Say, you really want my honest opinion? He said, if it's your time, you don't remember, or you never seen the scene, I probably just don't remember. I'm only really salty that it's in so many categories. It was nominated like 10 on top of a game of the year. Like, come on, man. And the Fast, it won 9/11 nominees. Is crazy. 9/11 nominees is crazy. Oh my God, my English. I meant to say the fact that it won 9/11 rewards is crazy. All right, hear me out. I get where people are coming from and everything like that, but at the end of the day, it is the game awards. It's not the participation awards. So, like, wouldn't you want the game that's the best in all those categories to win the categories that all those categories that's best in? You don't want participations like, okay, we took this game out of game awards because we know that it will win. That's a hollow victory. That's like somebody jumping off the stage off 3 stocks for you, and all you gotta do is take 1 from them when they're at 199%. I don't want that garbage win. I want a win that actually feel like I earned. May the best game win, and the best game did. Where is my secret in this area? Oh. Huh. You say, yeah, but like for best VA role and 3 out of 6 options were, you know, E3. Okay, E30. Okay, look, she won that shit a few years back too, if I recall. She's just different. She is just a very, very different individual. She was on like a lot of different games, in fact. Because people say if you want to win a award or game of the year, have her in it. Like people like show like some statistics, and she's like in everything, dude. What is he saying? You said what he is saying is that the game shouldn't have taken everything damn near, which I understand, but like why are we still on this? We know Game Awards is extremely rigged. Call for Last of Us 2. What I think he is saying. I get what he is saying, but I think you're also ignoring what I am saying. If something is the best in something, why would you not put it up for a nominee? It's the same thing like, what was it? I forgot what team it was. But no, not even team. It's like if somebody's just good at something, you just automatically hate it if they win too much. I'll use Zero for example. Zero, the old Smash 4 champion. People liked Zero from the start. When Zero started winning literally everything, people started hating his guts because he was just so good at the game. Same thing happened with Cake Assault and Rivals, right? Cake Assault was just so goddamn good. People just started, you know, booing Cake Assault and wanting him to lose. Like, since when does becoming good at something net you hate? Like, that, I don't think that's what I'm getting at. I don't think it's fair to prey on a downfall or something or exclude something because they're good. Like, that's part of the reason why when I play video games with my friends, I sandbag. Because why would I want to just dominate my friends at a game? Because eventually they're going to exclude me from that game. So if I just play slightly worse than I normally would, that means I can keep playing the game with my friends and keep having fun. Nobody wants to be excluded just because they're good at something. You said, not saying it's a bad game, that I hope it's an amazing game, but why so many? Because it's great. You said, no, they just started hating Zero for certain reasons. No, they hated Zero way earlier on, before the allegations, because he was incredibly good at the game. Like right now, people were giving MK Leo shit. Like people were giving MK Leo shit. Every character MK Leo touched, people claimed the character was broken. This character's broken. This character's OP. And MK Leo will play another character, and people will still discredit MK Leo. Like, I'm sorry, some people are just incredibly good at what they do. And he was just incredibly good at certain characters. Well, not even certain characters, he's just good at the game in general. You can't punish the player for being good at the game. Or good at anything. You can't punish anybody for being good at something. You just gotta get better. So now I understand what you were saying, but it could have been a nominee for multiple things, understandably. So, but there are certain categories that it shouldn't have been. Why would it be certain categories it shouldn't be in? All the categories it checked out for being in. It is an RPG. It does have VAs. It is an indie game. Like, all the categories checks out. The categories that it wasn't in was racing game and esports, because it's not a racing game or esports game. Now, if that shit got nominated for any of those, okay, you got it. I ain't gonna lie, I got no arguments there. But it wasn't in those categories because it's not those games. It's not a racing game or an esports game. Now, I think, like I said, kids, if they got put in those categories, it'd be fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be dying if they got put in those categories and won. It's okay, Dino, but here is the main part. If I'm a game that's nominated for Game of the Year, I should already take over. You should? I should already take over other categories for games not in Game of the Year. What? You mean shouldn't? I'm assuming. I think you mean okay, gotcha. Shouldn't. I think that's very disingenuous. Again, like, why are we handing out participation trophies? Like, I think that's what we're misunderstanding here, participation trophies. Would you want to go, okay, well, all right. Basically, what you are kind of saying is, if a top player in a game who is definitive for knowing he will win just about everything, are you saying that we should exclude that top player from several tournaments because we know he will win? Or should he still be allowed to enter those tournaments? Because if I'm not playing against the best of the best, I don't want to fucking play at all. Because how do you get better if you're not playing against the best of the best? If anything, this should encourage the industry of gaming, like game developers, VAs and all that other stuff, story writers and shit like that, to step their shit up. So you can now be the one carrying home 9 trophies or 10 or 11. Like, that's how developers get better. Like, they have to be beaten enough to get better. If we just hand it out, okay, E33 is just so fucking good in these categories, so we're gonna take them out of half of the categories so other people get a win. That's not a real fucking win. That's a petty victory. You're saying, I'm saying shouldn't have won, you know, not saying other than that. I got nothing. Game 1, and that's all there is to it, LMAO. Like, all right, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, we're not gonna hand out participation trophies. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. They ain't have it. Better luck next year. But since I would say that I'm on the opposite of the fence on this, I can admit that a lot of people actually agree with you. A lot of people agree with you too, and believe that games should be limited to how many wins that they get. So that being said, in the next game awards next year, there will be games in there'll be a lot more games in less categories. So games like E33 don't do what it did this year. Can I get through this in time without dying? I know what you meant, Spanish. I caught what you said earlier. It just wouldn't have. It just shouldn't have been in so many categories as well as Game of the Year. You can put it on other topics, just not so many. Not gonna lie, it seemed like too many categories were like tied to the game itself. That's how Game of the Year always been though. Game of the Year always been like that. Like there's always been those kind of categories. I really do feel like I get what y'all are saying. I just feel like it's very disingenuous. Because the reason I feel like it's just very disingenuous is like essentially y'all are basically saying that like just because the game is so good it shouldn't be able to win all those awards and it's no longer the best game wins type shit. You said all I'm saying. You said I'm gonna say left is that it shouldn't have been in so many categories and began and winning so many took the spotlight from other games that also put in a lot of work and effort. Again, those games should have just been better. But as for Cake Assault, that is more of a tournament kind of thing. He is playing his ass off. That's different, in my honest opinion. At least, I don't think that's different at all. If Cake is playing his ass off in a tournament setting and constantly winning a bunch of tournaments, people get sick of him winning tournaments and getting trophies. It's the same exact thing as developers who develop their fucking ass off to make this game come to life. That and won all those awards is quite literally the same thing. Both parties worked their ass off and consistently won several things back to back, and is now receiving hate from winning all those things back to back. It's the same exact thing. So like Silksong and Dispatch, people acknowledge that Silksong and Dispatch are great games. They were nominated for a reason. There's other games this year that came out that were really, really good that didn't get nominated whatsoever. It said, bruh, no excuse for Mario at all. The nominees / hardcore Sonic fans are playing Cross Worlds, not Mario Kart World. Can't bring that up. You can definitely bring that up. Mario Kart is Mario Kart. This asshole snuck me. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, Mario Kart is Mario Kart. Mario Kart is always well loved. Even though the Mario fans complain how much they don't like this version of Mario Kart, they still love Mario Kart at the end of the day. And I'm pretty positive they voted Mario Kart. There will always be more Mario fans than Sonic fans. That's an L you gotta accept right there, Chief.